Welcome to the Olathe Salvation Army Church Holy Week devotional series. Tonight, we're going to take a look at the encounter of Jesus in the fig tree, which happened the Monday after his triumphal entry into Jerusalem, or as we call it, Palm Sunday. In this Jesus story, Jesus comes upon a fig tree, he finds no fruit, and curses it. But what should we learn from it today? Mark 11:12-14 says, "The next day as they were leaving Bethany, Jesus was hungry. Seeing in the distance a fig tree and leaf, he went out to find fruit. When he reached it, he found nothing but leaves, because it was not the season for figs. Then he said to the tree, 'May no one ever eat fruit from you again.' And his disciples heard him say it." You see, Jesus in our story was hungry and yearning for something fruitful. But where he came looking, he found nothing. So aside from Jesus' physical hunger, this should symbolize to us that God is looking for people surrendered, connected, and fruitful to him. The tree gave outward promise of fruit, but nothing more. So its punishment was to remain eternally unfruitful. We can see in our scripture that this tree seemed to be fruitful. But most scholars believe that it's a metaphor for the nation of Israel, and it certainly is. Why does that matter to us in 2024? They say that most likely from a distance, this tree looked beautiful and luscious and fruitful with its bright green leaves. It looked like there should be fruit on it. If it's a metaphor for Israel, Israel was condemned because it claimed to be righteous, set apart for God from afar. But when you got up close, you realized that they were not who they were supposed to be. So let's look internally today, this Monday, after we've just celebrated Palm Sunday. Are we someone that claims to be religious, right with God, or close to Jesus? If so, if someone got up close, would they find fruit? One of the main words that people use to describe the church today is hypocrite. Many people have been burned by people who outwardly claim to be Christian, but inwardly they don't live the lives of love toward God and others that Christians are supposed to live. So let's slow down this Holy Week, and let's take this scripture as the warning it is today. Let's be Christians who live from the inside out. Let's be found loving and fruitful by God and by those around us. We need to pray that the Lord would show us where we have been the fig tree. We need to pray that the Lord would lead us from the inside out. And we need to pray that the Lord would send someone looking for him in our direction, and we would be found fruitful and ready to share his goodness. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.